right on time. I reevaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear.
I had a feeling Imogene wasn't responsible. That poor woman.
Yes, you made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree, for now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was...
Must that poor woman's name be continuously dragged through the mud? These nonsensical...
The people we're dealing with will expect nothing less. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring... We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide the evidence we're looking. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So before you go, I want you to... Then we'll have to find another way to build a case again. If I can't find hidden code on a single slate, Ularu is limited in what she can hide here. Plus, she'll have no reason. Good. Once Ularu believes she's properly Now, let's attend a meeting. We called you all together to discuss a recent security. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about...
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative...
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even... We demand the best.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget.
Of course. Thanks to another of my operatives. I know you're not insinuating that this is my fault.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity... I have it on good authority, the experimentations they've done to replicate...
I can't imagine the mess their legal department has on their hands.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David as it's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send out the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this. You always have a choice. You just have to decide which set of Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to...
company's future might be riding on this. Don't cause any trouble. Are you sure you're okay?
I have to admit, I'm a bit jealous of Ryujin's gorgeous design aesthetic. Or perhaps I should have their architects renovate the launch.
Double check those
The fact Neuroamp can control and manipulate people against their will is disgusting. The device shouldn't be allowed to exist.
It's good to see you again. Ah, here's my lucky candidate. Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured. Fine, fine. I get it. Now, just lie down on the table.
This unit is not suited for
I worry
addressing
about you.
mental health concerns.
I'm listening. Maybe another time.
All right, let's get this party started. Well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? Huge success. No surprises, no signs of rejection. Now, we just keep our fingers crossed and hope no unknown... That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Let's just say it varies based on the use. Some people have greater mental capabilities than others, which would increase the duration. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered. Our preliminary testing was rigorous enough that there's little to no risk involved. The biggest unknown was finding the perfect compatible alloy for the implant. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Warning. This unit does not possess advanced surgical capabilities.
On the one hand, I'm fascinated by the incredible technology. On the other, I'm terrified what could happen should this fall into the wrong hands. I've never been so divided about something in all my life.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. Curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? Yes. Good.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced. It's truly remarkable tech. Those are the kind of edge cases that I let the board work. Obviously, tech like this is going... When it comes to your job, you bet. Besides, the neural... If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, that being said, it's been interesting to discover the...
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece, it sounds like you have an assignment to complete. And DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
You're here. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time. We're sending you into Infinity LT. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you Option A. You gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire... Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way. Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to... That's your opportunity to make your way to... Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance... From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse.
Fala,
So I hope
Snoopy.
you're prepared for
Suave?
an adventure.
Nothing a good operative can't manage. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confident. I've created an overseer program that will...
Tô abrindo o meu agora, o Starfield? Vai começar agora? Mano, jogão, mano. Só tem que ter paciência, tá ligado? Valeu por seguir aí, ô Lia. Thanks for following. Jogão, mano. Só que tem que ter paciência, tá ligado? Tem que ir devagarinho. Não adianta rushar as coisas aí que... Ah, tu já tem 20. Eu tô indo pra 60 já, mano.
Gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
Achei que tu ia começar hoje.
Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them.
With tech like that, I can see why you'd want to maintain control of the narrative, though I strongly object.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
Oh, let's just hope this program is as...
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadow, Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only once that pressure becomes too much. Every floor in the building is... Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access.
Eu fiz a história principal mas o que foi cruzando no meu caminho assim, de secundária e de facção eu fui fazendo, entendeu? Só que quando tu zera o game tem uma escolha lá que praticamente começa de novo o game, tá ligado? Não vou te dar spoiler, né? E aí eu tô fazendo agora todas as secundárias e as facções. Eu já fiz a Fistar, a da outra cidade lá. Agora eu tô fazendo essa daqui. Muito bom, velho. Tem secundárias que é até melhor que a primária.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test you. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks. Please, you're an exception. But we can talk promotion after. Just make sure you follow through on that.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barrett. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they...
Como eu tô no New Game Mais, né, mano? Aí eu já fiz direto a facção. Ela me dá uma nave muito boa e armas boas também. Só a armadura que não é muito boa. Mas só a nave e as armas que dá já é bom.
It doesn't matter what he believes. David's first move will be to verify the... Once he receives confirmation, which he will, he'll see it as his duty to...
Acho que essa facção aqui me dá um apartamento, mano, se eu não me engano. Quando termina. Eu acho que eu vi na internet. Ela me dá, além de armas e armadura, me dá um apartamento também, não tenho noção. É, mano, é.
Ularu assured me it's safe.
The Overseer program will purge itself once its primary function is complete. The only thing left on that slate will be...
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you? Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security. You may encounter an automated defense system in the... Pay attention. We're giving you a slate with a program that has... You also need to steal their current prototype of the internal... Once you're done, you're bringing the slate to David Barron at S... You have the ability to manipulate others. If someone's in your way, if someone has a key card, that means you have a key card. The possibilities here.
Essa aí eu ainda não fiz, mas acho que tem isso mesmo. Você ganhar uma casa. Xixi? Eu quero ganhar uma casa porque tem umas roupas, mano, e até umas armas e uns capacetes que eu quero deixar tipo em exposição, assim, sabe?
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Eu só não
Here's Simon's passcode.
não mexi muito nessa parte de criação, tá ligado? Mas eu quero, tipo, sabe onde quando tu abre aqueles negócios de vidro e pega o capacete e a roupa? Então, eu quero criar aquilo, mano. Não sei como é que cria aquilo, tá ligado? Não sei se dá pra botar dentro da nave também.
Your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your
Mostruário,
cover
sabe?
identity.
De roupas e capacete.
Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access. So that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up, Skylar Lumen.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
This could be the most...
Do you have the program? It's one thing to hide your work in a network with thousands of employees, not to mention access to... It's another to try and hide. So, let's take a look. Aha. Encryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here.
Eu vi também que os itens que tu pega, tipo aqui, ó, tá ligado, ó? Tu vai no departamento de carga da nave. Tipo, esses itens que tu pega aqui, ó. Se tu deixar aqui no compartimento da nave, eles aparecem lá na nave, tá ligado? Até tem uns aqui que eu vou vender, mano. Tipo, tudo que tu deixar aqui dentro vai aparecer lá. Se tu botar aqui revista, quadros, vai aparecer na nave lá, tá ligado? Caralho, tem coisa pra cacete aqui, velho. Tipo, deixar só coisa de... pra decorar mesmo, tá ligado? Mas será que se eu botar os capacetes... Eu consigo botar os capacetes aqui? Deixa eu ver. Examinar Star Eagle. Oh, será que eu passei pra cá, mano? Não, acho que capacete não. Miscelânea. Inventário. Capacetes. Equipar, ordenar. Não tem. Tipo, eu queria colocar esse capacete aqui, tá ligado? Na minha nave lá. Acho que não dá, é só negócio de miscelânea mesmo. Tipo isso aqui, o jogo, ó. Vou passar o jogo lá pra... Mas como que passa, velho? Ó, depois eu olho isso. Continuar aqui que tá massa.
False evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
First Imogene, now Masako. Ularu keeps using people as rungs on the way up the ladder. Yes.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Good. Then let's nail Ularu right to the wall.
There's no doubt. Should you have even noticed the upload, the program itself is designed to ignore any stop commands. It would have been too late. Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one. Without that falsified evidence, I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast. And here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program.
Got a problem?
Suppose I have time for it now.
Want to chat?
All systems looking good, what?
and steady.
Hell of a city, isn't it? There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
You should inspect your ship. For heat leeches every couple landing. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left. Checked.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Hi, how are you?
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. I can take care of transactions and... Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Don't be nervous.
Welcome
You got
to
this.
Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters.
For you to say.
Hello. Did you have an appointment?
Infinity is huge. Like, staggeringly huge. They need people like you.
Ah, yes, from Lumen Interactive. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz.
It's your foot in the door. Show initiative, positive action.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. That's pardon. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you... Our waiting area is just to my right. I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Hey, no problem.
detected. All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Careful. Air's reading is caustic for me.
Guess you gotta start somewhere.
Can't go in. You just can't.
Administrations come and go in the big city. But SSNN is here to
I
stay.
need to break it.
Can I help you?
PA is the one who signs all those cards and headshots. Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
I came.
Is that so? Spoken like a true. What's this so-called story about?
Maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
Corporate greed claims victims once more. And you have evidence to support this. Good. The less investigation we need to put into this. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. Well, you can't blame me for trying. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired with... Now, if you'll excuse me...
David Barron is the most famous journalist in the settlement.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what you lost, but you won't get it back by annoying us.
Time to move on.
There you are.
Pressure holding. Takeoff looks good. Retros firing. Orbit stabilized.
I have something for you when you have a moment. Hmm? Yeah, take a look at this. Not at all. Until later. You've got something for me? Time to go?
If my shift goes... Again, my girl is gonna kill me. Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count. Your best is sorely lacking. All the tools at your disposal, and yet I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuro. And yet not useful enough to... Still, it's good to know the application. So now it's just a waiting game for SF. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how...
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to... Infinity is about to crumble before the eyes of the public. They employ thousands of people, and that's where we come in. First, we'll issue a public statement expressing... That's when we offer... Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any... By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a
Shed any employees. Ugh. Terminology like that, where you reference manipulating people's lives. Oh, it makes my skin...
It is the right thing. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the... There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect... Yes, that's exactly what it's designed for. The bright side being, they'll never know. With the tech we've given you, I expect promises. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing, Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. I trust you'll get it.
If only there were more hours in the day. Great, the bane of my department. Not much to discuss there. I believe I've made my case quite clear to Masako on why I am against it. I'm not sure how the leader of an exploration club would... I appreciate the flattery. I see now where your experience comes. From a financial and marketing viewpoint, you're right. And maybe I'm being more... And you're right. My legal team is more than prepared to handle any... Nice to know someone is. Everyone's too busy praising its completion to think... First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can... Second, that tech is one major human rights... I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either...
I couldn't agree more. It should be completely banned from the settled systems.
Tech like this only has good applications when you have complete control over who... Once that tech hits a market, open or private. And not only that, the tech is out there to be advanced or modified by... Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako's lucky to have you at her disposal. Even if you are a continual thorn in my side. You may be the greatest asset aside from the internal neuroamp. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful. But now,
It's good to see you again. And how's my favorite patient doing? That's great. I'd say one step closer to seeing market approval. So, tell me what... I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working... This is groundbreaking work. Fine. Make your case. You really think they could come after me? It's true. Not just anyone could be trusted with it. Right, but you were intentionally using it to do something. I hate to stop you, but Besides, Masako, Alexis, Genevieve... So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity LTD be? I'd like to acquire them, although it won't break my heart if we don't. Faye may have stepped over a line in her attempt to replicate my work, but she's a brilliant... I'm very curious to see what else she may have been working on. Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Maybe just a little. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so... Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting.
You're looking interesting today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this. An efficient exchange. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity LTD throughout. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why? Oh, I didn't mean in regards to Drexler's actions. More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so many potential... This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match up, getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we... Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation? Any insight into what made it successful? Maintaining one's reason in a time of panic speaks volumes. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you. It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for years to come. There's no doubt it's ours. It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation. I think we all know how averse I am to chaos. Finances are my forte. Our competition has yet to truly master neuroamps, but this has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side? Well, you can let Masako know to rest easy. It just so happens that we just need to grab Infinity LTD while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light. I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year. The consumer is our lifeblood, so capturing their wants, I'm sure I wouldn't be in this position to... All right, I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion, so let's hear it. Don't I know it? I think Alexis and I are truly gonna... We'll discuss security ramifications with Dalton, and I'm sure there are It's sure to be quite the Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative.
This meeting should prove to be... I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome. That blasted tech.
Indeed. That technology shouldn't be used for such nefarious purposes. Or in fact, any...
If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion. I knew it was a grave security risk. You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity LTD, we're about to add a significant... The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuro-amp... Well, the timing could be better, but I don't feel strongly one way or another about the acquisition. We've gone through our fair share in the past, and this one. If Masako wishes to bring Infinity into the fold, I will not stand against it. I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd is obviously... I only hope that Masako and the others will... Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both... Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity, the internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors. This is exactly why Masako's time... That neuroamp is a breakthrough. It gives us the edge in any situation, so get... Besides, most on the board would agree. So why not use it to seal Infinity's fate? The corporate world will hear SSNN's story and believe it sends a strong message. But acquire, we need to be sending a much stronger message. Well, it does make Ryujin look good. You're oddly right about this one, Op. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind. An issue? That would be a foolish move. Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. Please. Ryujin's best interests are long-term. The internal neuroamp provides. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparation.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now... Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable.
Arguments? None? Excellent. Moving on, then. I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether. Ularu, this isn't a line you want to...
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt...
Do you even have any proof to back up this?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office and...
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely.
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring?
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
But I must agree. We can't go through with production on technology like this until certain safety...
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
We'll start up discussions on how to handle Project Dominion in the future. In the meantime, at least the only person to have one is our own operative. Internal neuroamp research will continue. The dangers have been noted. And don't worry, I'm certain between Alexis and Genevieve, any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order of business for today.
At least if you're here, you're not screwing up out there.
You operatives really...
So, Infinity LTD learned a lesson the hard way, and we exposed the traitor among us. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at... I suppose it is. Gratitude isn't something you typically hear these days. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has... I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure.
Yes, I'm proud of you as well. Ularu needed to be brought down. If you wouldn't have stopped her...
Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you... And I'm promoting you to senior operative. As for the details, I think someone back on the op...
certainly spared no expense in that executive order.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day. And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. No, but try to see that as an improvement, since I certainly do. The mission board is more efficient for both of us. Nothing you aren't already familiar. You experienced the majority of what we do here during your training. If you're uploading a few files, manipulating a narrative or two, obtain... I wish. Assignment approval isn't exactly riveting work. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course. You certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy, just for you.
Don't cause any trouble.
What are you doing? Don't mention that out here. Let's talk somewhere more private.
get up and get going. We've got the stars to explore. Yeah, what is it? So long.
Welcome. We have choice accommodations at reasonable prices. Remember, we always have plenty of amazing rooms.
And affordable, and with the crime rating only
Kill for a cup of coffee right
your
about
safety
now.
is almost guaranteed.
Or scalping.
Wow, you are the soundest sleeper I've ever seen.
Welcome on World Earth to the
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Something you need? Bye-bye. What can I help you with? I certainly do. It's all yours. Okay.
Para vocês algumas coisas, sem spoiler, tá? Aqui, os escritórios da Vanguarda e ser recrutado pela Vanguarda. Você se alista lá, faz tudo o que eles têm que fazer e vão aparecer diversas missões. Você tem que seguir as missões dos terramorfos. Jogo. Beijo, comandante, vambora. Muito difícil de encontrar, porque agora eu já conheço bem essa cidade.
E aí, caras, aqui é o Hierark, ainda nesse lugar, se você seguir a campanha da festinha, por motivo as pessoas acham que isso aqui é todos os prazeres e pompa e blá blá blá. Cara, pra quem é o lugar onde vendem dorgas ali e tudo mais, então é o lugar ideal pra você, vai. Aqui já liberou o Switch Sky, eu não sei se antes nada. Então você pode pegar ele aqui embaixo, do lado do inferninho mesmo, você que quiser ficar. Então aquele é o melhor financiamento, pega a casa inteira, fica no banco, descendo a escada. Caraca, você pega outra casa lá, ele vai, sei lá, vender experiência, me avise. Não apareceu nenhuma opção de casa aqui, né? Então não é que ele vai, sei lá, vender alguma coisa que eu possa oferecer pra melhorar a experiência, me avise. Tem que ter o valor total. Aqui tá sua chave, o elevador. Então você tá comprando uma casa, de fato, por 125 mil. Enquanto nesse aqui, tipo assim, primeiro você nem precisa pagar aquele lá, né? Você pode só pagar 500 pila por semana. Esse aqui tem que ter o valor total. Aqui tá sua chave, o elevador da torre, blá blá blá. Se houver alguma coisa que eu possa oferecer pra melhorar a experiência...
Going to be visiting the Secundárias. I mean, that's a given, right? See that shroud covering me on? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning. Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck the credits directly from your pocket.
The latest bloody affair involving M-Site strikers battling...
I'm not asking for much, just a reasonable share. Why is that? Not if I go broke. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking before. Better than being unemployed, I suppose. Thanks. Where are you sending me? I'll get underway. Hello.
If you're hiring, I could really use the work.
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? Trust me, you'd be getting a bargain. Why is that? This isn't getting us in. Let's not close the door on this just yet. I try to be. I'll do it, but only because I really need the money. What's my assignment? Let me know when you have an assignment for me. Hello, Captain. Have any work for me yet? Whatever you need me. Be there soon.
Howdy.
So, what'll it be today? Welcome to the Astro Lounge. Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astro Lounge... Wonderful. Here's your key. The trade tower elevator will take you to... And if there's anything I can provide to enhance the experience... Come back soon.
I just need to grab a few things.
I'm pretty tired, but one hit of Aurora, I'll be ready for anything.
These are some of the best guns money can buy. Now, if only I had one.
Can't talk. I've got a deadline coming up.
Cause any trouble, I'll drag you straight to the
We'll be here when you're ready. The hotel Bolide. Please, wherever you go.
Return of the Interceptor broke box office.
Behold, the Emporium. Neon's...
Ah, I appreciate. Oh, yes, absolutely. Exquisite goods. Quieter, much quieter. I think dealing with Headlock has convinced Seoka to back off from harassing me. This should finally give me the time I need to concentrate. Come back soon. You never know what we'll have for sale. You good? We sell only the finest goods for the discerning customer.
Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Hey, kind of breaking my concentration. You should see some of the ships we get landing here. Like their owners for decorating their ships with heat. Leech nests would be a nice touch.
Hey.
What can I do for you?
I'm telling you, you should be.
Sergeant Yumi is looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it. No bounty. You're clear.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. So really, we just need someone to fill the... Well, first things first, I have to ask. It sure counts for something. Well, your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to mast and check in with Agent Plato at There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to... Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an... Well, just because you're bringing it here. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as... You know, MAST. The military, administrative, and headquarters of the entire United Colonies? Let me know if you have any questions.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.